I've just loaded this up and switched it on. My microphone's on by the looks of it. This little chat I want to have with you now. Thank you for tuning in and listening, both of you. Or however many people are listening, thank you so much. I just want to have a chat. It's midnight. It's 4 minutes past midnight. So it's actually the 23rd of March now. This talk is about... I haven't got a clue what this talk is about. Who knows? I did say earlier that I wanted to talk to you about James Clerk Maxwell and Michael Faraday. And I'll try not to mention Albert Einstein tonight. Oh, I like him. People say, oh, he was rubbish at school, wasn't he? No, he wasn't actually. I found out about that because that's what I thought. He wasn't rubbish at school. What it was that it turns out that he's an arrogant bastard. People should think he's an arrogant bugger. I'm sorry, he's an arrogant bugger. None of his lecturers liked him, and that was the way to get up the ladder, because there's always a way to get up the ladder, isn't there? That was the way to get up the ladder in those times. You know, you go to university, you do your degree, do all that thing, and then you get yourself a research affiliate post, your previous, so to speak. That's how you get on. He was just a bit... Well, the reason was because lecturers would have a lesson, they'd do this, and they'd come out and say, well, this is the way that is, and this is... And he would be sat there thinking, well, are you sure about that? And he was actually... He probably just, like, couldn't contain himself, and I'll get the same problem. I'm nothing like anywhere near... I've got the same problem as that, though. I can identify with that bit. Can't shut up. You have to say, my mum's the same. It really does my head in sometimes. Because it's like, oh, Mum, do you have to say that? And I know she's going to say something. Go on then. Get it over and done with. Say what you need to say, Mumsy. And she just needs to say it. I'm only saying, yeah, all right. But Albert Einstein was the same as my mum. There you go. My mum was the same as Albert Einstein. Anyway, so let's move on from Albert Einstein. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Everything you're ever going to know comes from experience. That was his thing. If you want to know something, do it. Anyway, there's some other people that I just admire so much. Main reason being, as you see, I wear these glasses sometimes. I think I'm taking them off. Oh my God, put them back on. No, it's all right. Get a paper bag. I've got a paper bag over there. You stick that on as well. I actually tried to put my face on the right way around today. I normally put it on inside out, but there we go. People I admire. Because of this reading thing, that's where I was, wasn't it? Because of this reading thing with my glasses. I don't drink alcohol, I don't hardly touch the stuff, and everybody knows me for that. He's teetotal, he is, so Bobby, ElectricBishop. Well, they don't know me as Bob Ross. Not many people call me Bobby, actually. It's usually just Bob Ross. That Bob Ross, you know, he don't drink. Don't take any alcohol into his recording studio. Turn up with a bottle of gin. I shan't be happy, boy. Don't want that in here. If you want to drink that stuff, get out. Sorry, that was just me with my recording studio that I ran for far too many years. 15, 16, 17, 18, maybe even 18 years I did it. Used to have drummers coming in, you know. I can play drums. I could actually play drums. I'm not very good. I'm a piano player. I play keyboards badly, of course. It's a bit like wearing a pair of boxing gloves and having to play. That's how I describe myself to people. And in fact, I've got one boxing glove. I get both hands into one boxing glove. That's even worse. God. Anyway. So because of the glasses thing, I love reading. But as I've become older, because I'm 53 years old now, 53 years old. Blimey. So, although I had an uphill paper round, you know, that's why I look completely worn out. I've got 3 ex-wives. I've got, is that right? Yeah, 3 ex-wives. One of them was Russian. That's the last one. The other 2 weren't, of course. I said there have been 2 ex-wives that are Russian. I've actually cohabited with different people in my life. Lived with them, women, you know. 6 different women I've lived with in my life. 3 of them I was married to. One of the Russian women, not the one I was married to, but the one before that, who actually kind of I met the other one through her, but she was lovely, gorgeous. In fact, she was actually Ukrainian, but she was very good at playing the piano. it's kind of how I met her, because that's what I do. Not up to her standards. She was a concert pianist. That's what they do over in Russia. When you're a kid, it's like, what do you do? Well, you've got to do something. You've got to join the conservatory, be a musician, or you've got to be academic. That's what they do. And God, she was fabulous, stunning keyboard player, piano player. I used to watch her and think, oh, bloody hell, how'd you do that? She used to come around my flat and she used to say, God, I'm going to tell you this. I remember this about. She used to say, darling, can you play some piano? Because I can play a bit. And she used to lie on my settee, different place, not here, but she used to lie on my couch and just watch me. She used to say to me, darling, this is better than sex for me. Well, it would be with me, but I said to her, what do you mean? She said, well, what do you mean, what do I mean? I always say that if you ask me, what do you mean? I'll say, what do you mean, what do I mean? It's just an automatic trigger response with that. She just liked to have the technique, I suppose, of how my fingers worked on the keys. That's what she told me anyway. I'm glad she told me that, because ever since then, which was probably 6-7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, because I lived with her for 2 years, and she lived with me for 2 years. So in my adult life, like from 18 to 53, you can work out what that is. I used to be able to work out like things like that reasonably quickly, but 35 years, isn't it? During those 35 years of my adult life, 2 years of them only, I've not been living with another person, a woman, you know. Three of whom I was married to. 6 years, 13 years, 3 years. And I have to say that now, this last sort of 2 years really, it's been great for me. I like it. So it's actually running, I hope so. It seems to be moving. So I don't check things out, as you know. It's just, well, I say as you know. And the both of you that are watching this, thank you so much for doing that and listening to me. Listen to this as much as you like. I was talking about books and reading, and not being able to do that so much now because of the old eyesight. It starts going, you know, at least 5 senses that I've got. The hearing one is okay, thank God, goodness, because that's what I do. I'm a musician. I'm a piano player. I play piano, but as you go through life, you kind of develop other sort of sidelines, don't you? So I've done all that stuff. Played piano and worked in a recording studio. When I was 18, probably actually I was younger than that. I was 16 when I got my first Fender Rhodes suitcase piano. And if you've got any idea what that might be. And after that I bought a Wurlitzer EP200. Then I went back to another Fender Rhodes stage piano. My Fender Rhodes suitcase piano, I broke down in a car coming back from a gig one night, and I got a Fender Rhodes suitcase. It's a bloody massive thing, it's like moving house. In the back of my car, I'm coming home from Brighton or Bognor. It was over that way anyway. I get quite close back to near where I live, which is there's where I live, and I had a puncture in my tyre. Not now. Oh my goodness. The gig was okay. It was a brilliant gig actually because we got paid. I got paid. People used to say to me, "How's your gig, Bob?" Brilliant. Was it good then? Got paid. Oh right, but how was the gig? Oh, what do you mean? Well, I don't know. I've got no idea. I'm sorry, but I became a bit of I don't know what the next word should be. Oh, I did initially think tart, but perhaps I shouldn't say that. T-A-R-T. Mercenary. I'm a musical mercenary. That's alliterative as well, so might be better. So I put my boxing glove on, done the gig with my piano, beat shit out of this poor little keyboard. I play quite softly actually. And anyway, so got home, the car breaks down, punching on the tyre. Not now, not now. And I had to take this bloody Fender Rhodes suitcase, and you can't lift this thing up. Well, I could, but hardly just about. I'm about 6 foot. I'm about 5'11", I think. I'm actually a bit trimmer than I used to be, but in those days I was quite bulky, you know. My son at the moment, he's 6'5". He's 21 years old. 6'5". He's like a man mountain. It's enormous. Lift anything, Dad, can you come and move this for me? What do you want, Dad? Put that thing there. Picks it up with one hand. Trying to get this thing off the ground, you know. And there's my son. Yeah, Dad. Thank you, son. He's 21. I've got 4 kids. I think I might have said that. 1 son and 3 daughters. And I've got 3 grandchildren. You know so much about me. So I don't mind that, saying this to you now, because most people would have switched off. And if you're still listening, thank you so much again. I'm so sorry for just me, and I just wanted to talk. I'm sat here and it's now 14 minutes past 12, so I must have been talking for 10 minutes. I'm using it. My screen's gone blank. There we go. Oh, it's back up. I'm using a different way of recording this tonight. I'm trying to record it in the YouTube application where you can record it online. My son said, "Dad, you want to do it? Don't want to do it like that?" Because I lost all this stuff that I'd recorded and spoke to you. I just spoke. Sorry, I'm going to say spoke to you. Please don't take that the wrong way. Just me talking with this thing on. I was speaking and I've recorded some stuff, and there was one particular bit went on for quite a while actually. Because I thought, I'll keep that, Bob, stop there and come back to that. This next thought that just jumps out of wherever it jumps out from, chucks into my head. I found out where they come from. I'm going to digress all the time here. I'm not drunk because I don't drink, and I'm not smoking other than roll-ups. I'm not taking any enhancements of any kind. I was going somewhere then, wasn't I? I was gone. I'm so sorry. This is me. If I look back at this, I can't bear to sometimes, simply because you shouldn't be doing that, Bob. Just stick it out there. I spent 20 years of my own studio kind of set up, but more than that really. I've been in recording studios in and out for 16 years. I was really lucky. I worked with a guy called Mike Vernon, who was the de facto producer. I came across him because I was in a band. You know, you're a musician, you're in a band, and the 3 of us in this band, based in Nottingham, and the girl singer was brilliant. We got signed up by quite a big record label, very big record label in fact. I was 25 years old, 25 at the time. Check one of my boxes of the things, that's what I was going to talk about. There you go, there's linkage there. I was going to talk about how your brain works. I've found out how it works. It's fascinating stuff. So I'll talk about how your brain works. That's the last thing I can remember. So everything in the universe is electricity. It's electrons just flipping about at 186,000 miles a second. Lots of people have figured out, and because they wanted to find out, well, how does that work? How does that work then? I'm going to have to try and explain that. Get people like I didn't want to mention him, the Albert Einstein equals MC squared guy. Because as far as he was concerned, if you couldn't explain your theory to a kid, you hadn't got it right. And there's other people, James Clerk Maxwell, all those guys that I've mentioned, and other things. You can do all the mathematics as well. They can show you, oh, this because of this, I can't go anywhere near that. I'm all right with numbers actually. I used to work in a bedding shop for my dad. He had a bedding shop, you know, a turf accountant, horses, greyhounds, that kind of thing. I used to run the whole shop. I was only 18, because you had to be 18. I had to wait till my 18th birthday. I used to run the shop for him. And do all the bets, set all the bets, just do it by hand, you know. They had books, and my dad had books, and Robert, I don't want to use that. Why not? Because I don't want it. It's more fun. I'll work it out. Just, you know, piece of paper, give me a piece of paper, I'll do it like that. Just because I wanted to see if I could, you know. Well, I had to learn how to do that. And that's my reminder. I've got an appointment tomorrow. Oh, yeah, go marvellous. I like it when this thing's buzzing away and there's stuff happening. I'll turn that up, down there. So I won't do it again for 2 hours. 12:18. So I better stop this. I think they've told me kindly, which glasses are there, but I'm going to stop this and come back to you.